Hello folks. Now what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to show you how I buff these handles. This is just a resin handle. I've actually done a knife identical to this one here on the channel and got asked several questions about my buffing process, so we're going to go into that today. First things first, the handle is sanded up to a 1000 grit finish. You can dry sand if you want. I actually have found better results with wet sanding at that grit, plus it kind of keeps the dust down. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to chuck up this right here. I don't have a dedicated buffer, so I just went to the hardware store and bought a bolt, some washers, a couple of nuts, and I can actually put this in my milling machine, which is a variable speed. It has a VFD on it, so I can actually adjust the speed at which it turns, and I can crank it up. So we're going to start with some black compound and run across the handle with it, get everything out that we can, then move on up to a green compound. So let's go ahead and get this chucked up and then we'll get to work. Alright, this is the compound that I use right here. I actually ordered this from Pop's Knife Supply. You can also get it off of Amazon. Gents Supply as well, several knife making supplies. So we can go ahead and get the buffing wheel charged up with it, and then we'll move on to buffing the knife. And for those of you wondering, I do go and hand sand the fronts of these scales up. Those of you that are subbed to the channel and have been for a while know that I always dress up the fronts of these handles first and then come back and clean it up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do this other side and then move up to the green compound. Catch you in a second. Alright, I got my other wheel chucked up. I got my green compound on it. Now you want to make sure you have a wheel dedicated for each type of compound you're going to use. Don't try to use one wheel for everything because it kind of defeats the purpose. You don't want your black compound getting in here and running your green compound, vice versa. So I have one wheel for black, one wheel for green, and I have another one that I use that has some white. So let's go ahead and get this handle finished up. Alright, there's how we turned out. Got a nice shine to it. If you have any residue left over from your compound, you can just wipe it off with a soft cloth, not to damage your surface. Now this is just the way that I do it. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do things, and a lot of people may do it a different way, but I found this works for me really well. With that being said though as well, be very careful using a buffing machine. And no matter if it's chucked up like that or if it's a standard buffer, they can be extremely dangerous and in some cases even deadly. With that being said, I hope this helps you out. Appreciate you for checking this video out as well. If you would, hit that sub button down below, ring the notification bell if you would, I'd appreciate it. Currently we have 29,270 subscribers on the channel, and according to YouTube analytics, I have less than 2,000 people with that bell rung. So I'd greatly appreciate if you'd ring that bell, please. And I'll catch you on the next one. You all have a good one. Bye-bye.